Now, Dubois Joyce, very intriguing fight. Before we go into detail on it, have you sparred either of the two guys in the past?
No, I haven't. I haven't sparred either of them. No, but
you just missed Joyce, obviously on the GB setup as well. He must have come in a few years after you won the bronze and turned pro.
Yeah, I think he was he come in after Joshua, I think, didn't he, Joe Joyce?
So, I think he was there at the same time as Joshua, but Joshua went to the Olympics and then he became the number one after that.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So maybe a few years after you.
Years after, yeah. I remember meeting him in... I met Joe Joyce at the Chisora David A fight in Upton Park, and I was aware of who he was, and he was an amateur then. That was 2012, and I think he was just like starting to get picked to fight for England and things like that. But I've just been talking about it on a WhatsApp group. He's had an extended amateur career and fought some top fighters and the World Series of Boxing as well. And the thing is with Joe Joyce's amateur career was the 3-minute round, so it was a bit of a more smooth transition, easier transition to the pros, especially with the WSB experience than what myself and the lads who turned pro my time will have had. And I don't know how many fights he had, 9 or 10.
10, I think.
But if you look at his record, he remains to burn after a few fights. It's no joke. It's not, people can go, oh, Deontay Wilder knocks the burn out in a round, but that's heavyweight boxing, and you get it on the chin at the right time, especially early doors, and you call cold. Especially someone like Deontay Wilder, then you're going to be in trouble. But then Joyce given an absolute pasting, and it's his intensity that he fights at, and his unconventional, unorthodox style, which can throw people a lot. Brian Jennings is a top operator. Being in with Vladimir Klitschko, I think he's only lost to Vladimir Klitschko in Lose Ortiz. So, yeah, Lose Ortiz when he was on fire,
Oh no, didn't he lose to Oscar Rivas as well just before Dillian White?
But all top fighters. Yeah. And Joyce is getting in with them after, he hasn't even had 10 fights. So, and I believe he is an Olympic gold medal winner, really. So, he's going into the fight, in my eyes, as the favourite. He's got everything on his side, for me, apart from one-punch knockout power and youth. But I think this is a fight where youth isn't going to be an advantage. I think experience is going to come into play. So, I don't know whether they sparred much on the GB setup as well, but they must know each other a little bit.
Yeah, they sparred on a few occasions, but they don't really take much from it. Like, Dubois doesn't seem to remember much about it.
That might be because he fucking got it. That
bell's ringing.
No, do you know what though? On a serious note, I don't think I've looked forward to a fight like this. I've been looking forward to it since I got it announced. So I'm just made up it's going ahead in the circumstances we're in, because it's a fucking great fight. It's a great fight, and you've got to take your hat off to the two of them for just going, yeah, let's do it. Let's take a chance. Winner goes on to better things. Loser, as long as they lose gracefully and a gallant in defeat, will come again, and probably the stock will rise anyway. I think Joyce has got more to lose than Dubois because of the age thing. Yeah. But I really believe that Joyce has been underestimated. I'm going to have a bet on him to win inside the distance, and that's not nothing against Daniel Dubois. It's just that I think it's a fight that's there to be won for Joe Joyce, but I still think Daniel Dubois will go on to big things, despite the fact I think he's going to lose on Saturday. He can lose and then still go on and win a world title. But if he beats Joyce, Joyce, he's the real deal, isn't he? In my eyes, if he beats him, he's the truth. Because you listen to any of the top heavyweights like Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, you never heard Joe Joyce's names on many people's lips, because he's going to be avoided, isn't he? So hats off to Dubois for going for it. And if he does it, then he's definitely the next big thing, isn't he?
One thing I wanted to ask you about with Joyce, he's only had a small number of fights as a pro, but he's had, I think, 3 or 4 trainers now. He started off with Ismail Salas. He's back with him again for the last fight for Dubois. But is that a good thing in that he's moved around, tried to learn from different people, or does it show that he fails to settle or that they can't mould him the way they want to?
Yeah, it's a good question, that, because he is a bit of a unique... He's got a bit of a unique style. He's not very textbook, is he? But I think that works in his favour. So he's done something with Adam Bood. Now, I don't think he was... Adam Bood was the right fit for him, because I think Joe Joyce isn't an explosive fighter. He's more like a diesel engine, if you will, that'll just keep going and going and going. Yeah, whereas Adam Bood, his fighters, a lot of them have fast twitch reactions, sharp, and relying on the reflexes and that way in Joe Joyce. That's not to say Adam Bood can't train someone who hasn't got them reflexes, but I just thought if Joe Joyce would started trying to do that, it'd take away what he's good at and what he knows, and that's just like being like a dynamo, just like a juggernaut, which is his nickname, innit? So yeah, it's difficult to say really. It's a matter of whether he's left the trainers because he hasn't felt comfortable doing what they're telling him to do, or he's wanting to pick bits up off different one. And if he can do that and make it work for him, then he's a clever man, because I don't really know many fighters who've done that and really succeeded at the end of it, who've floated around different trainers. I don't really know of many. Most of the time they've been with one or two and got to where they needed to go. But yeah, Salas is obviously a good trainer, and obviously Joe sees something in him because he's gone back to him again. So yeah, it's an interesting one.
Now you're back in Joyce, as you've said, inside the distance. You're even going to put your money where your mouth is, which is brave. Flip it to the other side. If you were Dubois' trainer or in his corner, what's the advice you'd give him for having the best chance to beat Joe Joyce?
I think his best chance is early. I know it sounds like obvious, stating the obvious, but I think he needs to go out early, and which he will, and catch him cold early and just take him out of his rhythm straight away. If you catch Joe Joyce cold, he can be done. I think Kuzman's on him in the amateurs first round, so any heavyweight can be knocked out, especially early.
The body shot early as well.
Yeah, the body shot is another one, but he got through it, and he's still done the 10, 12 rounds, whatever it was. Yeah. But I think Dubois early is best bet is to jump on him, and yeah, he's just going to have to let his hands go straight away. But that's not really a big ask for him, because that's what he does in every fight. So that's what makes it the perfect fight, really.
So it's either enough or it isn't, basically. He does his natural style, and it either works on Joyce, who gets caught cold, or it doesn't, he survives, and then it's tough for Dubois down the stretch.
I think it's going to be tough once we're into like round 6 and onwards. But look, Dubois might have a great engine himself, but he just hasn't had to show it yet.
We haven't seen him overcome adversity yet. We've seen him take some good shots flush on the chin, but we haven't seen him come through long periods where he's been outboxed or outworked or anything like that yet.
No, we haven't, and that's where the question marks are. And we haven't seen the same of Joyce yet, but there will have been fights in the amateurs where Joyce will have had to overcome these type of problems in the WSBs. He's fought Usyk, and although it's a different format and whatever else, it's still a fight, and it's still in his bank mentally, and he knows how to deal with it. The muscle memory will be there. It may be new to Dubois. Sparring may have brought it out of him. He's had good sparring, I'd imagine, for this fight. He's been sparring Bacoli.
Joyce has been sparring Bacoli. I'm not sure if Dubois has been sparring Bacoli.
See, I think Dubois would have been better sparring Bacoli, because Bacoli's a volume puncher as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
He just throws plenty similar. If anything, probably a bit more technically cuter than Joe Joyce. You know, a bit neater. And he throws plenty, so that probably would have been better. But you can never replicate anyway the exact replica of who you're going to fight. But yeah, it's a good one. Is everyone else excited about it as I am?
So yeah, I think so. Especially now the White Povetkin rematch was postponed. I think the fact that it's now the biggest heavyweight fight over that period until Joshua Pulev, probably bigger than Joshua Pulev, because it's more competitive. I just hope it gets the exposure it deserves, because it's not a Sky fight, is it? And Sky seem to get Matchroom seem, and because of the way they work and how good they are, they do seem to generate a lot of interest around fights. You know, they've got the Sky Sports News platform and everything else, and with this, you know, I hope it gets the interest it deserves, because it's a fucking whopper of a fight, and they both deserve the stock to go up after it and to be raised. You know, so I do hope it gets that what it deserves. What's that? It's just my little boy bringing the phone in.
I hope it gets the recognition it deserves, and you know, and the viewing figures really. Get to bed.
Yeah, get to bed, Aidan. I'll read you your story later. Go on. Just one thing before you go. Being international amateur and competing in those big tournaments, mentally, does that translate to the pros? Does it help when you go into these big fights? Because obviously Dubois only had, I think, 7 senior amateur fights. He was mainly a junior, whereas Joyce has been in the world. He's been at the Olympics. Arguably should have won the gold. Is that a big advantage?
I think so. Yeah, you know, you can put it into perspective a little bit more. Whereas, you know, when I was going into some fights in my pro career, even big fights, you try and use perspective and think about, you know, the fact that you fought in the Olympic Games, and, you know, millions are probably watching it all over the world, and you can draw on that to kind of like justify in your mind why you should be calm, why you should be relaxed. I've been in bigger situations than this before, especially if they're fighting in a TV studio, wherever it is. Where is it? Is it in the BT studio or in Wembley?
I think they found somewhere, didn't they? It was announced church something. It's like an atmospheric historic venue.
It's in a church. So he's fighting in a church. So he's fought in Olympic Games. He's fought in World Championships. So yeah, he can use that to use perspective. And whereas Dubois, he's fought in the Tama tournament and things like that. Not quite got the same pressure, the same glamour as the bigger tournaments. So yeah, you can definitely draw on it if you've been in them as an amateur.